Awesome.
Hey guys, this is the Redonkulous podcast, episode 5. Hanging out here today is Annie,
James.
And Jeff. We have a very, very special guest, Miss Karen.
Hello.
Hey Karen.
Hi.
We've been trying to do this very interesting thing that we've been talking about for a week or 2 weeks. I'm glad that you came on so you can explain to us a little bit more. So you, me, and also our cousin Michelle are doing something called the Great Editing War of 2019. Tell us a little bit about that and how that started.
So, Jeffrey has been getting into editing videos, and I mentioned that I had a bunch of videos from California, and he offered to put them together and create a video, and it actually came out really, really nice. But our cousin Michelle said that she didn't think it was like that nice, and that Jeffrey kind of was lazy with it, and she thought she could do better. So she said she wanted to do a video and see like a little competition, see who gets to see whose video editing is better.
The one thing I do want to say about this is just so funny because as soon as she said that, I was just like, oh, okay, I'm trying to get better at taking criticism. But after I thought about it, I was just like, wait a minute, Michelle, have you ever edited a video before? She's never edited a video before. And I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's see how good you are.
It's funny because half the video is hers, and she said that she was gonna make her own California video, and then she gave up because she gave up before she even started. She was like, I don't want to do it anymore.
You think that's gonna happen this time?
That's why I asked you. I was like, are you 100% sure that she's down to do it? Because I know her and she gets busy and she's gonna forget. But let's hope not.
We'll keep her accountable. So, do you have the rules in front of you?
The rules, I can pull it up.
Oh, I got it. So the ground rules are first, number one, we have to use the same footage, okay? Same clips and videos. The second one is we have to use the same editing tools or app. So we decided on using iMovie. Mm-hmm. And then number three, we have the same amount of time to edit. All participants are going to be 21. Losers have to buy the winner a beer or an alcohol beverage of their choosing.
Nice.
Wow. That's a lot of rules.
The only thing is I'm kind of nervous too, I'll be honest, because I've only edited videos through the InShot app on my phone. I've never used iMovie. So
Really?
for me, it's going to be a new experience also. I'm going to be starting from scratch again, like a noob.
I feel like iMovie should be pretty user-friendly.
It is. It has it on the phone too, I guess. It just...
Yeah.
All right, so I'll play around with it. Maybe it'll be a lot easier.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, this week's vocabulary word is exult. EXULT. It is a verb and it means to express great joy. So our goal today is to use this word at least 3 times during this podcast.
Okay.
So let me see if I can pull up a word. Use it in a sentence.
Okay. Yes, please use it in a sentence.
Okay, examples. This is from dictionary.com. Examples from the web for exult. It was not in his nature to exult over a fallen foe, though he did not blame. But that's a bad sentence.
I think Jeffrey would exult on a fallen foe.
Yeah.
Especially this competition.
Yeah. Once I beat Michelle and Karen, I'll be exulting all over the place.
Next segment is Serious Hypothetical. This is a segment where it is a play on words where we source a crazy, ridiculous hypothetical scenario and discuss it seriously. And today's topic is: you are given 5 years offer for free unlimited services for one of the following: a masseuse, a chauffeur, or a good cook. Which one would you choose?
Hmm.
Wow. I was not expecting that. This is the first time we've had a hypothetical question like this. So,
So
Yes,
it's a
let-
chauffeur,
change it up.
a chauffeur,
A good cook
uh,
or a
a
masseuse.
a
masseuse.
chef, or a
Wait, you have to
masseuse.
choose one?
Okay.
And you're randomly given
Ye-
5 years of free service.
Right. No, so you
Hmm.
get to choose one for 5 years of free service.
Does that mean if
One
you
of the
choose
three.
one, you cannot get the other two?
No, you can't. Only one.
Damn.
Don't be greedy.
I would definitely choose the chef
And why?
Chef.
because I feel like a chef would be the most, like, money wise, you save the most money if you have a personal chef cooking you something because you eat 3 times a day. And then health wise, it's really beneficial because you could tell them to cook this for you. And also, I feel like chauffeur, I like driving myself, so I kind of just don't really need someone to drive me around. But cook, I feel like it's so much easier when someone has food and it could save you from money from going out eating, and just time wise, it could save you a lot of time too.
What if your chef sucks? What if you have a bad cook?
What? It's supposed to
Yeah,
be a good chef.
Yeah. It said a good cook.
Okay.
Changing the parameters. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
James did not say a mediocre
Yeah.
chef.
I'm gonna have to go. Oh man, I think I would go with chauffeur. To be honest,
I knew you were gonna say that.
Yeah.
I'll go with
I had a
chauffeur
feeling
because
too.
like I've been driving for so long, and my office is in New Jersey, so driving sometimes back and forth, that's like 3 hours, and traffic sucks. You know, like how much work I can get done if I'm not driving, and during that, hour and a half or an hour, I just think that I can use my time way more efficiently if I'm not driving.
That's a good point. I mean, you drive to all your accounts too, so you're basically driving all day.
Yeah, that's true. For work, I
And
drive all the time. And the other two, I think a masseuse is nice, but for me, a massage is kind of like a luxury. Whenever I get a massage, I can enjoy it. I think it would be nice to get more
Yeah.
massages too. And if it's like 40, $50 per,
Oh, that's probably the most worth it, right? Because massages are expensive.
yeah, that'd be tough too. But I still think I have to go with chauffeur.
Hmm. I think I would choose chauffeur as well.
really?
Why? You already got one
Yeah.
over here.
I know. But I could free up your time. I can free up my time. I think all around it would be a good investment.
Actually, this is what you should do. I should choose chauffeur, and then you should choose masseuse, and then we have both services.
Nice.
Okay, now you're thinking a little too
And
into it.
then we can, interchange. Like, hey, today you use the chauffeur? All right, I'm gonna use the masseuse.
My second option was probably the chef, but I also like cooking myself, so I think it's relaxing. So I think a chauffeur would be good.
But Karen is right. You can save so much money. The other day
Yeah.
we went out with friends just to have a dinner, a catch up and stuff like that. I think that was still what over $200 after tipping. I think it was like over $200,
Yeah.
and that's one meal. So yeah, that's
But also when you have a kid and you're working all day and you come back to food, that's great.
Blessed.
it's a blessing
Yeah.
for real. James,
Bless.
which one would you choose?
I'll probably go with. I mean, it's close between masseuse or good cook, but I think I'll probably go with masseuse.
I knew you were gonna choose that.
Cause-
I knew you were gonna choose that one.
Yeah, because I'm working 7 days a week, and oh man, morning before work get a massage, after work get a massage. I think that'll be nice.
Sounds like someone was
Yeah.
spoiled in Indonesia.
Yeah, I mean, massage in Indonesia was very, very nice. I think I can do twice a day massage.
Twice a day?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think.
Why not?
Yeah,
It's
I
free.
mean, unlimited services. Yo, maybe,
wow.
maybe.
Maybe even 3 times a day.
Yeah, yeah. Have them come to work and then get a massage there too. Yeah,
Wow.
I think
Can you imagine
that'll be
getting like a
good.
20-hour massage a day?
Uh, I think that'll
Your
be a
masseuse,
little too
your
much.
masseuse comes to work and you're like, you're not going home today.
All right. The next segment is story time with Annie and Karen, based on from our own experiences.
Back to the thing, sorry. So back in middle school, we used to always have events for like the little like kind of like cute holidays, and it wasn't really a holiday, but you know how in March pi, the number pi for math is 3.14, and then in
Uh-huh.
March, on March 14th, it's technically 3.14.
Pi day, yes.
Pi day, yeah, so it's pi day. And then my math teacher, she always throws a big like celebration for pi day, and we always go all out, and then everyone brings like different pies, and then we have like little games you could play considering with pies and all that stuff, and then like you just have to like memorize, and we also did mini games. Basically, one of the games we had to do was, it was a pie contest. She didn't say anything else. She said, we're gonna have a pie contest. And I should have knew that pi meaning 3.14159, the number. But when we did the pie contest, she's like, who wants to volunteer and go up first? And I kind of, like, I thought you know what I'm talking about. She's like, who wants to go up first? And then no one volunteered. And I was like, oh, that's so crazy because this contest is so easy. You could just win. And I volunteered. I went up and I started naming the flavors of the pies.
Oh my God, no way.
So I literally was like, we have pumpkin pie, cherry. I said it so seriously, and the entire class paused, and they all started laughing at me. And I went back to my seat, and I literally put my head down the rest of the class, and I didn't talk to anyone. And I was so embarrassed. Even when I talk about it today, I'm so embarrassed.
Can you reenact it? What were the 4 pies that you named?
I named like, I
So
think I was like
so
pumpkin.
let's say okay, I'm the teacher. All right, guys, we're gonna have a pie day competition. Does anyone want to go first? No one? No one? Like Karen, okay, go for it.
I was like, we have pumpkin pie, apple pie. We also have cherry pie, and then literally I got cut off.
That's really cute.
It was so embarrassing. I was in 6th grade. Okay, I was in 6th grade.
Oh,
I was mortified.
Oh my goodness. So
that's really cute though.
that was your first and last pie day, huh? I
Oh
cannot
no.
wait until March 14th. I'm gonna text you what's on the menu today.
I will literally cry. Like if you see my face right now, I look so flustered. It's so embarrassing.
So my story is a little scary. Listeners' discretion is advised,
Oh.
please.
When Annie was telling me about this story, I was trying to guess what it was, and I was asking her. I said, "Is it paranormal? Does it involve ghosts?" And then she just didn't tell me anything. She was just like, "You'll see."
I mean, I feel like I told you before. You might have heard it before. I was telling my friends the story last night during dinner and kind of freaked out. I don't want to freak people out, so if you're listening to this at night alone by yourself, maybe just pause it for now.
Oh no.
A couple of years ago, my passed away, and she didn't pass away in the house. She passed away in the hospital. So my cousin was actually sleeping in the bed that she used to sleep in, and she told me and my I didn't say it yet.
Yeah, but you're leading up to it. Oh my God.
So my cousin was telling me and my sister that when she was sleeping at night, it could have been her dreams. There was like a girl with long black hair.
Oh my God.
Came into the room, and then she sat next to my cousin, and then she laid on top of her. And she felt super suffocated, and she like couldn't breathe or yell out for help.
Oh my God.
And yeah, that happened to her at night. And then when she woke up the next morning, she was telling us this story, and I was like, oh my God, that's so freaky. Because the night before, we were doing this Asian ritual. So you would have a big pot and you would burn like fake money and fake clothes. So we were doing that the night before in the backyard. My mom said, can you keep the door open, the back door open, so grandma could come into our house and then, just...
Oh my God.
So we had our door open, and then we were like thinking, did the wrong person come into our house? It could have been sleep paralysis, I think.
This happens very commonly in hospitals. And I'm not sure if it's a spiritual reason, like people died, but when my mom was in the hospital, she was hospitalized in the past, and there were times where she felt like she was being pressed down, and even though she was awake, she couldn't get up, and it usually would be really bad, especially in hospitals.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but they also said sleep paralysis it happens when you're extremely tired.
Yeah.
So maybe they're hallucinating.
Yeah.
It could,
so they could be just really
I hope
tired.
So.
They could be really tired.
I hope so.
James is so scared of ghosts.
Yeah, I never
sleep well tonight.
I never experienced or saw anything like that. So I'm hoping it's not real. And I don't know, it's too scary, yo.
I feel like spirits is like if you choose to believe it. Like it's like if you believe it, or some people they're just like, it could be a coincidence.
That's interesting, because let's say you don't believe it and it actually is a thing. Then what? You're just like, no, I don't see you. I don't see you. I don't believe you.
It's because like when we were in I went to Korea last summer, the summer just passed, and then when we were going to our hotel, we passed this area that's a cemetery, and then the tour guide, she was like, I want to let you guys know, like the cemetery area, it's actually like there's spirits, and like I couldn't understand it too well, but she was saying how like the spirits, they're here to protect our tour bus or whatever, and she's like, if you don't believe me, we'll show you. And it was in a downhill, it was in an uphill, it was in a hill out, it's completely flat road. And then she told the tour guide, the driver, to turn off the car and took the keys out. And then she's like, you'll see, I swear. And then he took the keys out, and he's like, you guys, like she says they do this every year and it works. She talked to the spirits, and then he took the keys out, and our tour bus started going down, like on the road.
Okay, it wasn't in neutral, right? It was parked.
It was like he took the key like completely out. Yeah, it was parked. And then when she was like, okay, thank you, that's enough, it stopped too. And I was like, what the heck?
No way.
Yeah.
No.
That's
rigged. The tour guide rigged that. It's all a show.
Could be.
And it can't really like it was like down in like the farmer area in what's it called, like Korea. So it's not like it was like high tech area where it's like cool pranks and stuff. Like it was like down in the farm area. So like it looked really believable. Like our entire bus was moving, and it was like super cold, like super windy.
Oh my God.
No way.
Oh, so when there's spirits, usually the air gets cold, right? At least
Yeah,
that's how they
chilly.
portray it. That's how they portray it in the movies. There's like a chill or a coldness in the air, and then that's when the ghosts come out to play. And just two things I want to remind you, James. Number one, it's pretty chilly tonight, and number two, you are Korean. Slang words. This segment is where we discuss the hippity hoppity, freshest, dopest words in the hood and how people are using them. Yeet.
It doesn't make sense.
You're using it wrong, Jeff.
All right, Karen.
Come on, Jeff. What's wrong with you?
What's the first word, Karen?
So my first slang word is clap back.
Let me write this down.
Clap back.
Clap back. This is easy. I know what clap back is. Like someone disses you, someone insults you, and then you just hit them back. You clap back at them with an insult too, right?
Yeah, you fire back with a...
Wait, but Karen, don't tell us the answer yet, because I want to hear James's definition.
I have no idea what that means, but I'll go with you guys. I agree.
What does it sound like? Is it because we sound so confident? We're like, yeah, that's it. And it turns out it's nothing close.
We should just always let James.
Yeah.
James.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are correct. It does mean to like retort back an insult, but also some people say it as like actually clapping back, because like they say that it's very New York if you clap your hands in an argument. So you clap, like you're actually clapping back, like you need to actually clap back.
They would physically clap.
They do that.
Yeah, like you physically clap.
Oh wow.
They do that in emojis too,
Yeah, like
texting.
even yesterday at work, we had a really rude customer, and when she left, me and my coworker were laughing because we were talking about her, and the whole time my coworker was talking, she was like clapping her hands and like yelling. It was so funny.
Michelle does that too when she talks.
Yeah, Michelle does that when she gets mad. Yeah, that's clap back.
Wow, can you
Very
imagine
New
her
York
doing
about.
that? Like introducing herself. Hello, my name is Michelle.
No, it's funny. I did it unintentionally. Like I did it just out of like reflex and just because I'm so used to doing it. When I was in Miami last year, I did it, and me and my friend met some people at this festival, and we hung out the following day. And they're all not from there. One was from Taiwan, one was from Boston, one was from Philadelphia. So they're all very different.
And let me guess, you clapped them all the way back to their home country.
I wish. We were talking, and then something happened, and I clapped, and then they were like, "Wait, where are you from?" I said, "New York." They're like, "Oh yeah, we can tell," and then they just started laughing. It's like that's very New York of you. Like, oh, we can tell.
So, can I just say, Jeff just sounded like a cheerleader.
I sounded like a cheerleader.
Hello.
I was happy.
Oh yeah.
What's the second word, Kim?
Okay. Second word is tea. I thought this was a little easier.
Tea. T-E-A.
Yeah.
T.
T-E-A.
Like green tea, black tea, jasmine
that
tea.
tea. But it's
I
just
think
tea.
I know.
I think I know what it is too, but James, what is it?
Slang for tea. I have no idea.
Should I use it in a sentence? Do you think that'll help?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
That'll be
Okay.
nice.
Let me hear the new tea. I feel like that's too easy. Yeah, I feel like it makes like you get it. What else can I
Music?
say?
Karen said
No.
that exultingly.
Oh.
Or Jeff, what's tea? Jeff, what's the tea? That's better.
Oh, that's a good one. I know what it is now for sure.
I know what it is too.
What? Huh. Is it music?
Hear
Drama.
people also say spill the tea, when they want to
The
hear
gossip,
stuff.
right? The
This
gossip.
stems from because
Oh,
like when you
right.
gossip, people like to like drink something, usually tea. So they like spill the tea, like
Yeah.
spill what you're.
Oh.
It's crazy because when people actually spill the tea, some of them they do it very exultingly.
Wow, two
So-
times.
It's pretty good. All right, what's the third word?
Okay.
Okay, the third word is something I actually use a lot, and I didn't know a lot of people did not know is low key and high key. I guess it counts.
Low key.
So if you know kind of if you guess the meaning of one, you could guess the other one's the opposite.
Okay, so kind of doing something on the low, or doing something not obvious.
Okay, yeah.
I low key know what this is, but I'm gonna keep it high key.
So you can just contradict yourself. But I guess that works too. It's so annoying because Michelle's been talking like that, and so it just makes no sense.
And then high key, I don't
It's
know.
the opposite of it.
Yeah.
High
High
key
key
is
is
the
like
opposite?
very public,
You're out in
very
the open about it.
not hidden, very like just dramatic. Like she high key knows that I'm here. Like she knows I'm here.
Oh.
Like
Like she has
the
your
girl
location on Find My Friends.
yeah. But I guess when we say it, we're more like, oh, she high key wants to act this way. Like she's being so dramatic. Like she's being extra. Like she wants to do this on purpose. Like she's purposely doing this.
High key is pretty recent, right? It just came out.
I guess
Like,
kind of. And
people
I think I
started
don't
saying
even
it.
I don't even know where these words come from, but you kind of like I guess for my generation when things just happen, we forget like where it comes from. We just start talking like this. It just kind of goes with
The
that.
the
'Cause
way
I've
Annie
heard
says it is like it's a new
Mm.
episode of a show. It's
Yeah.
like High Key just came out, right?
Just came out
That's a
last
new one.
week.
I haven't seen that one yet.
it just
Gotta
made
get
its
to it.
debut.
High Key.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe people talk
Okay.
like this. What's word
I
number
know.
4?
It's when you get used to it, you actually don't think it's a big deal. But I guess to you guys, we sound so stupid. But to us, it's like very normal. It's natural.
I can't believe I said yeet
Oh.
on the podcast.
You said it again. I guess I want to say that one. My next word being thirst trap.
Thirst trap.
Thirst trap.
Yeah.
Thirst trap. Does that have something to do with
Thirst
alcohol?
trap.
Oh my
No,
goodness.
it has nothing to
No.
do with alcohol.
Does it have
Huh.
something to do with a very attractive person, but they have a crappy personality?
Yeah. No.
But is that thirst trap? Is that what it is?
I feel like I'll let you guys think about it a little more.
Thirst trap. Why
Does
would it
it
be a trap?
mean thirst trap?
Annie, what do you think?
So you're thirsty for something, but it's a trap?
Mm-hmm.
It really?
No, you're
So-
not physically thirsty. I think it's
Getting
I
if you're attracted to someone, you're thirsting for
Yeah.
their attention. You wanna that's
Mm.
what being when people say you're thirsty, you're seeking attention.
Yeah.
But I don't know why. I don't know what
But
thirst
it's a
trap
trap?
means. Why would it be a trap?
If the person is not a great person? I don't know.
That's what I said.
Or- But she said no.
Yeah,
Karen
she
said
said
no
I'll let
to
you.
that.
She didn't say no. She said I'll let you guys
I'll let you think about it.
think about it. Yeah, that could
So,
be right.
so I think the second part might be wrong then. So it is an attractive person with the makeup, but without the makeup.
With the
they're
makeup.
not.
Oh, whoa. I didn't even think about that. Wow. James be thirst trapping people, dude.
You did not use it right at all. At all.
What does it mean?
Okay, so thirst trap is kind of like so you're along the lines right. It just has nothing to do with personality. Like thirsty is when you're really desperate, you want somebody, like you're thirsty.
Mhm.
So thirst trap isn't more of that person, it's more of someone doing something. So when a girl or a guy posts a picture that's very provocative, that's called a thirst trap because they're trapping thirsty people onto them. Kind of like that.
Oh.
So it's a trap, but the person that's posting it isn't thirsty. They're trapping the thirsty people.
Oh, so like Kim Kardashian.
Wow.
Yeah, like she's a good example because she's a thirst trap because so many people know that she's beautiful, they love her. She's trapping them into her and then making her and following her and then buying her products and stuff. She's
And they
trapping
probably
them.
watched her sex tape too.
Yes, most likely.
That's the biggest
Hmm.
thirst trap, especially if you pay
Interesting.
for
It
it.
is. You guys are close,
it.
but it wouldn't be the makeup because makeup is a different term where it's catfishing.
Oh,
a whole different one, yeah. Those are close, though.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
I was just like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I thought thirst trap was the slang for catfishing. So I was like, James,
Oh,
you're
no.
right.
Catfish is already the slang for catfishing.
Catfish is the slang for catfishing.
The
Got it.
catfishing.
I learned a lot today. We finna doing this podcast.
Okay, so if you say it, thinking about saying it, you're saying it too proper. If your sentence is so proper, it just sounds awkward. So you could say, we finna do the podcast. You have to drop a couple of
Words.
Keep it simple.
Drop a couple letters like I never learned them.
Yeah.
You know.
Like you never know.
Yeah, but that goes against Jeffrey's grammar police side.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can't do it. I can't.
He finna learn now.
Man, I feel like if Nicholas came home saying that, I don't know. I'll just be like, okay, sit down. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
I
And then
think
we'll
it's so cute.
go through the whole vocabulary.
You know,
the
you're
whole
so
alphabet.
cute if you talk like that.
Yeah.
Dad,
Oh boy.
I've been to go to the park.
Well, we'll see. He's already pointing his middle finger everywhere. So
A thing that's going around right now, that's trending is when someone's like really smart, we say, "Oh, she's smart, smart." We just say it twice. "Oh, she brave, brave," or like that. So if someone's smart, like you say, "Oh, you smart, smart."
wow. Okay. Well, with
It sounds
that,
stupid, but
with that being said, we are done with this segment.
yeah.
Now, next segment is human experience, guys. This next segment is where we share a wacky story or experience of what happened to us this week. And what I want to talk about is the Joker movie. This Joker movie just came out. Most of us haven't seen it yet, but I've seen a lot of the headlines. Karen has seen it. We have her on today, so she can talk a little bit about it. But some of the headlines I've been seeing, which is crazy, on New York Post, hero confronts unruly man who terrified patrons at Joker screening. So basically, there was a guy that went to go watch the Joker movie, and he was scaring people because, when people were getting killed on screen, he was cheering and clapping very loudly, and people were getting very
Wow.
uncomfortable. And then eventually security came in and escorted him out. So just to give a little bit of a preface to this, leading up to this movie, when the trailers dropped, the teasers dropped, um, people were getting scared because they think that this might cause maybe a violent outbreak, maybe a shooting. So there was already some uh, people being uncomfortable about it. But with that being said, the movie still sold out a lot. So check this out. Joker beats October record and It Chapter 2 with $93.5 million in the opening weekend. And that's
Wow.
this came out, when did this come out? October 6th. So it came out today in the morning. So it didn't even not including the Sunday sales today, it already broke the October record.
Wow.
So
Well, it was really I heard it was really highly anticipated. Like everyone was so excited for
yeah,
the release.
you got
Like my
guys
friend told me
like
about it a month ago.
so I don't know if you guys know. Okay, so Michael Moore, he's an Academy Award winning filmmaker. He does like documentaries and stuff like that. But he called the movie Joker a masterpiece. And what he said was,
Wow.
the greater danger to society may be if you don't see this movie.
Oh, what?
So there's a lot of hype. I watched this trailer. I actually sent this trailer to James. He said, "Wow, it looks like a good movie." And when we were watching it, the sentiment, the feeling that we got from it was like, "Whoa, this is really creepy."
It's actually funny because when I got home, I got a Snapchat story that saw it was like breaking news that a lot of people are protesting because the Joker movie was so scary that people are walking out before the movie even finished, which I thought was crazy because I hate scary movies and I hate jump scares and I hate like those things. And everyone said Joker wasn't gonna be scary, but even watching the trailer, when I first watched the trailer, I was like, I watched half of it and I stopped because it was pretty creepy. But it was because my friend, like, he forced me to go with him, and I was like, okay, I'll go with you. But I really was not excited to watch it. And during the whole movie, I like clenched, like, my hand was sweating because I was clenching it so hard because I was like scared, and it was really creepy. But I don't think it was that bad where I would walk out because I get scared easily. But I didn't think it was bad enough to walk out. But a lot of people are getting like really upset, saying like it's horrifying, they can't sleep at night, and it's just like really,
Really?
yeah. That's what
I just heard it was like really dark and
it's
yeah.
dark and very sad and very like just emotional. I wouldn't say it's very scarring, but I guess a lot of people like was very like affected by it because like the overall
Mhm.
it's just very like dark.
Did you like the movie though? Did you enjoy it?
It didn't I didn't don't hate it. I thought it was okay, but being someone that doesn't know about like Batman or that whole series, anything, I kind of already knew what was gonna happen in the movie. It was pretty predictable, and I don't know anything about Joker or Batman or any of the backstories, any of it. But it's just because I know like certain things about it that when the movie was playing, I was like, oh, this is a scene where this happens, and it did happen, and I was like, wow, how did I know? Kind of like just very predictable.
So thumbs up or thumbs down?
I would say honestly thumbs down. And it was very slow. Like the overall
Pacing.
movie, I just felt very slow and impatient. Yeah, I was waiting for like the action scenes, but it was just not coming out.
Okay, the way I see it, maybe it's not just as a movie or a plot. So I was actually talking to my friend Steve about this, and we're just talking about the idea and the themes of the Joker movie in general. And we, granted, we didn't go see this movie, but we didn't want to go see this movie because of the hype. We're not going to watch this movie because we think that it's going to be related to Batman. We wanted to see what the movie had to say about mental health issues, maybe about depression, people who sometimes don't get the help they need, because mental health issues are real, and they're a big factor of our current modern society. There's a lot of people who are depressed or are having mental health issues, and they don't know how to confront it or how to deal with it. So when a big movie like this, which has a lot of hype and buzz around it, Joker, I think that it's good because it makes people more aware, and also kind of like opens up the conversation for people to talk about stuff like mental health issues.
Yeah.
From that point of it, I guess the movie was good because it shows exactly that. Like he was sick and he couldn't get the help he needed, and so it made him worse. But I don't know if you went to watch it to see that topic, I feel like they didn't focus on it, I guess. But like they kind of did incorporate it, but just not as in depth as people probably should have or would have.
So what about this? People are getting scared about this movie, but would you say that they did a good job of opening up the conversation and talking about it? Mental health issues, I mean.
Yes, I would say yes, because I guess without ruining too much of the movie, like in the movie, it wasn't just Joker that had problems. Like it just shows you like you need to get help when you can.
I just want to say a very, very big thank you to Karen for coming on to our podcast. I think it's been really fun, probably the most fun that we've had on this podcast so far.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm happy.
it was very
I'm
cool.
actually it's a lot better than I expected. It wasn't scary. I had a really good time.
So, but thanks very much for coming on.
All right, guys, let's sign off. And from here to you guys, this is the Redonkulous podcast. Please share this with anybody that you know that might like this kind of content, or anybody who just listens to podcasts.
Please hit the like and subscribe button, except it's not a YouTube video.
We are also going to be doing a very, very special Turks and Caicos episode there too. So please sure you check that out in December.